boy Snap, man. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it so we can get through it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Uh, uh, uh. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah. Oh man, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning, man? I'm feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, feeling great. Mon frere. Ah, shit. It's been it's only Tuesday. It is only Tuesday, and it's already been a long ass week. It has already been a long ass week, man, for just numerous reasons, which I will not mention or state here, but life be lifing, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Life be lifing. But how y'all been doing on how y'all been doing on the crumb side of gaming, man? How y'all been feeling, man? How are the Xbox fans? How are you guys feeling, man? Cause boy, right now y'all gotta be going through it. Y'all gotta be going through it, man. And you know what? If you are, it's definitely your fault if you are, man. It's definitely your fault if you are, brother. Man, the mental gymnastics that Xbox got y'all doing to somehow feel pride in the box. You know what's so funny? The niggas who want to have pride in the box always be the niggas that be screaming fanboy, 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 fanboy. Especially the PC niggas, because they are the biggest culprits, nigga. They call you a corporate slave all day. But they be the biggest corporate slaves that you could ever imagine, bro. They be more of Jehovah's Witnesses than the fucking Xbox niggas with Game Pass. Them niggas be constantly trying to sell you on getting a PC. Sell you on getting a PC, and I'm just like, hey, brother. Go have fun with your 5070, nigga. Go have fun, brother. Go have fun, brother. Cause I done already been through it, bruh. And quite frankly, bruh, you gotta understand, PC really isn't that interesting. I can prove it to you. I can prove it to you. PC is so interesting that PC gamers spend all their time talking to people who own consoles. Now make it make it make sense. No. Just do the maths on that. I got this box that I feel is the best way to be playing games, but instead of me playing games, I'm participating in whatever this is at this point, because it's not a console war, nigga. This ain't a war, bro. One side of this shit been dead. I'ma just keep it a buck. And I'm just like, bro, PC gaming can't be that interesting. If PC gaming was so interesting, there would be a segment of gamers that when you go to them, they're talking about PC gaming. You never hear PC gamers talking about PC gaming. All they talk about is console gaming. Don't get me wrong. We have that dynamic where you got like creators, content creators who they're PlayStation fans, but all they talk about is Xbox, and vice versa. You have people who quote unquote tell you that they're Xbox fans, but all they do is talk about PlayStation. This shit is never about what you like, what you love, what you enjoy. Hold on. Pardon me. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. I know. 4th of July. 4th of July. Leave me alone. But anywho, I understand that those factions exist. I get it. And honestly, quite frankly, you could talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about, but let's stop pretending. Let's stop pretending like you are a fan of this, that, and the third, but you don't support this, that, and the third. Like, let's just do that. Because PC gamers who have championed Xbox have done nothing but sped up the process of running that bitch into the grave. They are all along the way. They completely tried to champion everything that Xbox was doing because they felt like that was better for them. They tried doing the same thing with PlayStation, and quite frankly, unless PlayStation is just really fucking stupid, I'm pretty sure they can see that this endeavor is not netting them nearly as much as it's going to cause a problem for them. And, you know, if they can't see that, then oh well. Hey, oh well, nigga, that's the way the cookie will crumble, nigga. But yeah, that's exactly what PC gamers did. PC gamers helped accelerate the stupidity of Xbox gamers. They did. Xbox gamers are so fucking stupid at this point. And let me be clear. I don't even know if I'm talking about the right people when I say Xbox gamers, right? Because these people don't game. They just champion Xbox. They just ride for Xbox. They might feel some way about PlayStation. You know, it might be that old we're anti anything that ain't American and shit like that. It might even be that clan of people, right? But I guess people saw that it was profitable. It was profitable to talk shit about PlayStation. Cool. Get your money. I ain't got no beef with you. And they just ran with it. They just ran with it every step of the way. Microsoft introduced Game Pass, which should have been an automatic red flag. It should have been an automatic red flag. And nobody called it out. Now, I don't know if they feel the exact same way or if they have like really been indoctrinated into just fully losing ownership over any possible minute ownership that you might have in the product that you support, right? But that should have been the first red flag. That should have been the first time people said, because again, if you would have jumped out of your fandom and just looked at this shit from the outside, something should have said, well, damn, if they're giving us this on a subscription service and most people are starting to not buy games on this platform, which you could steadily see the decrease, like it was already down, but it just got worse. Because people are like, yo, if I'm paying this subscription, why the fuck am I buying games, nigga? I don't give a fuck about owning. This is what I heard directly from quote unquote Xbox fans. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. That means I'm not talking about you. If you don't fall into this category of Xbox gamer, I am not talking to you. I am not talking to you. I am only talking to the people who know exactly who they are and know exactly what their purchasing habits are. And this is the kicker, which leads me to wonder even further what the fuck happened. Not only did they pretty much say, fuck buying games, they went all in on Game Pass, meaning I am just only gonna pay for this subscription and buy hardware. That's literally, and then they even stopped buying that. You know, the Xbox One generation was very fucking telling, because them motherfuckers wanted every goddamn controller, everything that Xbox was doing. They were on it. They bought everything but games. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's just the reality of it. If y'all didn't see it, then cool. But I'm gonna be real with you. They bought everything but games. And they wonder why Xbox is making the pivot that they're making. it has humbled these guys so much that the people who were talking the loudest have even piped the fuck down, because they clearly see exactly what Xbox's next move is. They and you know what's so funny? I saw quote unquote PC gamers, because again, I generally don't call these people PC gamers. The ones that essentially buy a PC and only play console games from console publishers, right? Those people, I don't really consider them PC gamers, because I feel like a PC gamer is a special breed of gamer, bro. They are a special breed of gamer, dog. They play some of the most fugazi ass fucking games, but these were the games that were pretty much built for PC, like the Civilization games and, you know, all of these strategy games and stuff like that. That's who they make these games for, right? They make it for that type of gamer. The ones that I'm talking about are the ones who claim the power of PC, but then only talk about playing games from console manufacturers. Those are the gamers that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that will try to brag to a PlayStation gamer that they bought a PlayStation game on their PC. Congratulations, nigga. I mean, I don't know what else to I don't know what else to tell you, dog. I don't know what else to tell you, big dog. You were a disgruntled console gamer that couldn't find your fix within the Xbox ecosystem. So you made a pivot to PC, and then you try to brag about your PC versus the console which is still shitting on your fucking PC. And you're gonna have the people be like, shitting on my PC? I could get PlayStation 5 performance with a 3050. I could buy the cheapest CPU in the world. I mean, okay, we've seen how that worked out for you. You know, you definitely tried to buy the cheapest PC that you had, and you have a piece of shit goddamn PC. Good on you, big dog. Good on you, big dog. Again, I am a person who owns a PC, but I don't consider myself a PC gamer, because I don't like anything that requires me to play with a keyboard and fucking mouse. As a matter of fact, I don't know how you niggas play these games with a fucking keyboard and a mouse, nigga. Like, you really have to be a special brand of person that want to fucking hit the ASDF and the fucking W key, the WASDF, nigga, fucking Q 1 2 3 4 5. Like, bruh, what the fuck is this? No, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. This is the reason why I could never truly be a PC gamer, because the reasons why you would buy a PC to have this fucking keyboard and mouse access or whatever, which really ain't even a perk, because you can use a keyboard and mouse on the fucking PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? But that's essentially supposed to give you the upper hand, the advantage and shit like that. But it's like the worst fucking way to play a game, my nigga. Like I'm sorry, dog. Like, I despise playing games that don't have rumble or don't have like good rumble features in the controller, nigga. Unless they make a keyboard with fucking haptics, which I don't even know if that is even a thing. I have not even researched it. I have not Googled it. It doesn't matter to me, because I ain't playing a single fucking game with no keyboard and fucking mouse. I am not playing a single fucking game with keyboard and mouse, so none of that fucking matters to me. But they might sell keyboards with haptics in it. I don't know. Anything is possible, right? Anything is fucking possible. But how do you, I gotta ask the PC gamers this, how do y'all play PC games and not be able to feel the reaction of like the feedback when you're playing the game? Like, doesn't it feel weird to press a button, shoot a gun, but not really feel like you're actually shooting said gun? It feels like you're literally pressing the left mouse button and clicking. Like, I'm sorry, I just have to know this because I've been trying to figure this shit out for the longest. Like, people used to brag about, but, and then you had some console niggas that were scared to play against PC. Man, they got the advantage with the keyboard and mouse. Bruh, keyboard and mouse is the shittiest way to play a fucking game, man. It is, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be that one person out there that says, well, you try playing a game like Civilization with a controller. You try doing that. And I'm like, dog, you don't even have to worry about that because A, I'm not playing Civilization. So that doesn't even fucking matter, my nigga. Like, it does not matter to me, dog. But I cannot be playing Stellar Blade, nigga, with the WASD key. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, this is the stupidest shit and I did it for about 5 minutes because I told y'all I got this new G95C Samsung ultra wide monitor. I didn't get it for gaming though. I didn't get it for gaming. I got it so that I could have the dual screens and not have two screens. I got it so I could have dual screens and not have two screens. That's the reason why I bought this monitor. Like, for what I'm using it for right now at this point. There's literally no bezel. I got both of my screens sitting right here. If I wanted to, I could split it in 3, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm cool on that. But nah, I just wanted some shit where I could just have it right in front of me and there's like no borders. I had to get used to it though, I'm not gonna lie, because seeing two goddamn Google Chrome screens like side by side with nothing actually separating it, it's a little jarring. It's a little jarring at first. But yeah, like I said, I'm not with it. I know the type of games that I like to play. I know where I can get those games. And to be honest with you, I could not do this from my perspective. I could never recommend a PC for gaming to anyone. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, because while you give them promises, which I would not make those promises, while you give them promises of having the best running game ever in life and shit like that, they don't tell you about all the drawbacks, which I'm not going to go into because, God damn it, if you want a PC, go buy you a fucking PC. I'm not here to sell you on it. I'm not here to even point you away from it. I'm just here to say it is a big fucking waste of money, especially if you're buying a PC to play games that are coming from console manufacturers. Biggest waste of money ever. I'm going to tell you the only perk at the moment for having a PC is that I haven't had to even contemplate getting an Xbox this generation. Haven't even had to contemplate getting it. Didn't, because all of their games are day and date on PC. If they come out with a game that just happens to not come to the PlayStation and I'm interested in playing that game at that particular time, then I can load that bitch up and go for it and shoot for the fucking stars. But even that has been few, far, and in between, because here's the one main thing that people don't seem to understand, and y'all keep seeming to congratulate Microsoft for this piece. Y'all keep saying, oh, Microsoft, their production is great. I mean, they're knocking it out the park. They're spitting out fucking games. Microsoft ain't doing none of that. They not doing none of that. The teams that they went out and bought, which were already making these games, are spitting out these games in quick succession. Again, I don't know how the fuck y'all give Microsoft the credit for that. Y'all niggas gotta be stupid. And I know y'all be looking for reasons for people not to call y'all fanboys, but at some point you gotta be like, nigga, what changed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Games that were already gonna come to PlayStation are already and still coming to PlayStation. You know what's so funny too? I have to laugh at this. I have to laugh at this with just, bro, I laughed about this so hard that my stomach started hurting at a point. Motherfucker told me Death Stranding 2, y'all be talking about that and hyping that game up like it's a PlayStation exclusive. I said, hey, big dog, go boot up your PC, man, and run that Death Stranding right now. Go ahead and do that real quick for me. But then the same person came back and was gloating about Microsoft publishing Ninja Gaiden 4, which is already slated to come to PlayStation day and date. I cannot make this shit up. I promise you, this was a real conversation. At that point, I said, these niggas are just delusional. And honestly, to a certain degree, niggas just be wanting to talk the talk. You know, I'm over those days. If you watch the recent Roundtable podcast, I'm over those days of arguing with stupid people, bro. I'm over those days of giving niggas my energy when they not bringing nothing to the table, bro. They bringing an empty vessel with dumbass words. I can't do it no more, bruh. I don't even know how I did it back then. Back then, I felt like I wanted to prove people wrong. At this point, I see people don't care about being wrong. I see people don't care about them being wrong. And since I understand they don't care about being wrong, I know it doesn't fit me or suit me to sit up here and argue with them about things that they don't even care about. Because I assure you, half the people that will argue with you don't even give a fuck about what y'all are arguing about. They don't even care about what y'all arguing about. Sometimes I feel like people just need somebody to talk to. And instead of them having normal conversations, they feel like the only way they can interact with you is if they're arguing some stupid fanatical point. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that, big dog. I think those days for me are over, bruh. They are over. I'm good. I am good, bro. It is Forsaken, bruh. It is, big dog. But there has been a lot of things that have come up that people are talking about at this point. Everybody is waiting for Microsoft to drop the hammer on firing people, you know, because you know what's so sad? You know what's so sad? Like, it is so sad, bro, that the bigger conversation is not about the games that are coming, the games that we're receiving, the games that we are looking forward to, the games that we're currently playing. It's all about defending some sort of drama, one way or the other. One way or the other. I'm just like, dog, this shit here just, to a certain degree, it bothers me. And the only reason why it bothers me, bruh, is because I feel like at this point in the world, people are just worried about the wrong thing, man. People are just worried about the wrong fucking thing, bruh. Like, hear me out, man. Listen, Microsoft didn't get to be a multiple, I think they're a quadruple $1 trillion company at this point. They're probably worth like 4 trillion, right? They didn't get there because they're a good, well, they got there because they're good at running their company. They're good at running their company. They didn't get there off the backs of feelings. They didn't. When the whole thing about AI came up, everybody tried to warn y'all about how bad AI is going to be for people who are just trying to survive in this world and take care of their families. But because y'all have no idea about the shit that y'all be arguing, y'all literally argued in favor of these things. You know how many people was like, oh my God, I can't wait for Microsoft to implement AI into this and that and the third. And as a company, the less human bodies we got to worry about, the better, because less human bodies equal more profit for them. That's if we are really being honest about this shit. None of these companies truly give a fuck about humans. They have to pretend to care about humans because they still want humans to give them money. And because humans work off of feelings, because everything that humans do have to do with emotion, right? They have to pretend like they give a fuck. They don't. They don't. But I'm not here to even argue the corporate interests. I'm just here to say that when Microsoft do the layoffs that they're doing, this shit was bound to happen anyway. I don't even really think it has to do with the performance of their teams, because their teams haven't really been doing shit. So I don't think it has to do with the performance of their teams. Again, y'all live under this illusion and this delusion that Microsoft has just been pumping out these high quality titles. But then again, some of y'all think that Grounded is a high quality title, but I digress. Some of y'all think that Pentiment is this high quality title. I guess, you know what I mean? I guess that's subjective to you, who looks at quality for whatever the fuck it's worth. I mean, y'all niggas thought that Hellblade 2 was quality, nigga. Listen, I've played a lot of bullshit in my life, and Hellblade, unfortunately, is one of those bullshits. It's one of those piece of shits that I played. Would I play that game again? Fuck no. I don't care that it's coming to PlayStation. I am not touching that game ever again. I am good. I am golden. I am golden. Like, y'all gonna really see, if y'all actually do pick up this game, which I highly doubt any of y'all niggas really are. There's several things that's just wild to me in this world, man. And I hate to say it, but I'm gonna tell you what I've seen over the last maybe week or two, right? I've seen people who, based on Metacritic scores, all of a sudden became interested in Death Stranding 2, but never were interested in Death Stranding 1. Thought that Death Stranding 1 was this walking simulator, FedEx delivery simulator, whatever you want to call it, right? And whatever. That's just the idea that they had of this game. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed about Death Stranding and the elements of the game. Now, don't get me wrong. They've added some new elements, but those new elements they've added, if you already didn't like the original formula, you're not gonna like the new formula, because it's the same fucking formula with a few more perks, with a few more things you can do, with a few more ways of traversal, right? But it does not change the underlying gameplay that you claimed that you hated. What's up, Solid Snake? That you claimed that you hated. So you claimed that you hated this game because, nigga, what do I look like delivering packages? Well, you're still doing that from facility to facility to facility all across Australia. I mean, you start off in America, they have you go through Mexico, and then you end up in Australia. What's great about Death Stranding 2 is that at the end of Death Stranding 2, they let you know that there's a Death Stranding 3. And in Death Stranding 3, there's going to be an additional protagonist. I'm not going to say much more from there because I'm not really here to spoil the game. But I'm going to be real with you. Death Stranding 2 is probably the most amazing media that has been created. The story conceptually is masterful writing. The ups and downs, the highs and lows, brilliant. The antagonist, the most I can say is Higgs is to Sam what Joker is to Batman. Higgs is to Sam what Joker is to Batman. I mean, if you find that to be a spoiler, boy country, I honestly gotta tell you, if you think that is a spoiler, wait till you actually play the game. Wait till you actually play the game, buddy. Because anybody who's played the game up to this point, matter of fact, Twist with 67 hours. Twist, do you believe any of what I said is a spoiler? Because the only way you could think that is a spoiler is if you did not play Death Stranding 1 and you feel like I spoiled who the antagonist was. Hey, and I'm going to tell you, man, there is some twists and turns in that game, and they pulled some shit off emotionally that fucked me up. It fucked me up. And I started to realize what was what as I was going through the game. As I was going through the game, I'm like, oh shit. Nah. I was like, nah. Mass produce? Nah, dog. Again, if you don't want to hear it, leave. Leave. Again, I told you I'm not going to spoil anything, but you're not going to get me to talk about something else when this is what I'm talking about. That's disrespectful, brother. So leave. You can come back in, I don't know, come back in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nigga. Giving you the heads up. Go. Deuces. Death Stranding, though. Great piece of media, brother. Great piece of media. Really good storyline. Really good plot. A lot of good people. Great additional characters. I mean, it is just... I gotta get, like I said, I gotta give it to... you know what I will say, though? And y'all ain't gonna really consider this a spoiler, but I'm gonna say it. I don't think the soundtrack for 2 is greater than the soundtrack for 1. I feel like I heard a few tracks from part 1 and part 2. I really do. I feel like I heard a few tracks from part 1 and part 2. And I can't lie to you. I don't feel like the execution was great with the soundtracks in this game. It seemed more all over the place. Like they tried to hit you with that when you're in the field and you're getting close to a facility, then it starts to run a track, but it didn't do it the same way part 1 did it. Like, what was this? What was the, oh my God. I think it was by Churches, or the name of the song was Churches, and it was by whoever. That was probably one of the best songs. The BB theme was freaking great. What I will say is Troy Baker is one talented motherfucker, man. I don't really try to fan him out and fan out, but he's not just a voice. He's not just a voice actor. Like, this dude is genuinely an artist. Hey, What I will say, shout out to Board Country. Appreciate you, brother. I am done. I am 70% done. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm gonna tell you, I want to have a conversation. I want you to come back after you beat it. I'm gonna end up streaming at some point in time, but after you beat the game, I want you to let me know what you think about that final fight, cause I'm gonna because I can't say anything, because I'm actually not trying to spoil the game, like truly not trying to spoil the game. There's parts of this conversation that I can't really even have, because it goes into spoiler territory. But I'm gonna tell you another con, without trying to spoil anything. Another con for the game for me is a lot of sequences that were in the game I wish weren't pre-rendered videos, right? No, well, not pre-rendered. I guess it might have been done in engine or whatever, but I wish that there was more player control in certain instances. And there really wasn't, and it kind of pissed me off because there was some really dope shit happening in the game, and it was just you watching it happen. It was just you watching it happen. Low roar. There you go. Those low roar. Oh my God, man. Wood Kid did an excellent job on I think that's his name, Wood Kid or something like that. I think he did an excellent job in what he did contribute, but it's something about part one and the way they executed the music that just seemed much fucking better, bro. It just seemed much better in my opinion. I don't know. Again, like I said, this is a subjective matter, so this is only my opinion on it. Maybe you guys played it and you feel differently. Like most games that I play, when I'm playing the game, I'm listening to something in the background, because I'll have the subtitles on the screen and I'll just read the dialogue versus actually listening to the dialogue play out, right? That's most games that I play. When I'm playing Death Stranding, it has my full attention, unless I'm just like rebuilding some roads or some shit where there's nothing really going to be happening because I'm not triggering like a main mission or something like that. Then I'll vibe out and be watching something in the background. But for the most part, when I know that I'm gonna go to a main mission and I know that there's gonna be cutscenes, I make sure that the volume is up and that it has my full attention. Because the story is pretty fucking amazing, man. Again, Death Stranding 2, I have to say this, but I want to preface this because I'm telling you it has nothing to do with this particular factor. Death Stranding could have not been a PlayStation exclusive. It could have not been published by Sony. It could have not had anything to do with Sony. Came out the exact same way. This is currently my game of the year over Expedition 33, because like I told y'all, while y'all hyped up that fucking story, that story was mediocre as fuck to me. That in terms of story, that shit was mediocre as fuck. So I don't agree with people when they say that the story in Expedition 33 was great. I do like the combat, but it got a bit repetitive at points. And again, the game is still a great game. The story is passable, not the greatest thing in the fucking world, but it is passable, so it's not shit, right? Like I'm not gonna do what other people do when they say the game is shit because they don't like one aspect of it. No, that's not the case. I think Expedition 33 is a solid fucking game. Solid goddamn game. But that story? Oh no, baby. What is you doing? Whatever. Anyway, that doesn't even matter. Death Stranding 2, even when Ghost of Yote come out, it still might be Death Stranding 2 for me. That's why I say it's not about the exclusivity. It's about me understanding what Kojima was going for, him actually executing that shit. And keep in mind, there's so many games that's coming out for by the end of the year that Death Stranding might not even end up being my game of the year, right? But thus far at this point in the year, it's definitely Death Stranding for me, man. I'm sorry, man. Kojima got a twisted ass mind, man. Kojima has one twisted fucking mind. And the guy is an evil fucking genius, right? But like I said, the game is not without faults. This is not the perfect game. It is not without faults. I have not had a single crash, however. The game looks amazing, and I've been playing this shit in performance mode. I have not even touched quality mode, and this game looks so good in performance mode. I don't even know how to explain this shit to y'all, but it looks like what you would think quality mode is, but with performance mode level of frames. And I'm just like, I had to sit down and I had to think about it for a second. I always ask myself this question. Would I want to see this game or do I think it's possible to see this game in a better light? And honestly, giving my honest opinion, I don't care where the fuck you play this. I don't care how much hardware you throw at this. This game looks so fucking good in the way that it's presented that I don't think it could get better. I think the resolution could be higher and some shit could be a little bit sharper, but I don't think the game is gonna look any different. I don't think it's gonna look any different. And this game takes you on a roller coaster. I'm gonna tell you what my cons are for the game though, because while I've been telling y'all the good things about it, like I think the story is fucking great. I think the characters are fucking amazing. I think the performance is good. I think here's where things get a little tricky for me. Everything in this game is animation based. And a lot of things that you do are very repetitive in this game. Very repetitive. Almost to the point where you get to a point where you're just like, at some point, you're just gonna be starting your day trying to be employee of the month, nigga. You trying to be employee of the month for FedEx, nigga. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're gonna hit that point where that's what you're doing because you have to get your stats up. You have to get your stats up, right? Now, with that being said, I am gonna tell you, I feel like Kojima could have did a better job with the menus. He could have did a better job with the menus. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, when you go to the facilities, right? And you're claiming things or you're picking up packages, I just feel like you have to confirm way too much shit. And you end up double confirming things for no other reason than he has you going to another screen to fucking press the X button. I feel like that could be consolidated. I feel like that could be streamlined a little bit more. I hate the fact, and I don't want to say what it is, but there's a vehicle that you have access to in this game that gets you across the map, right? You have to watch every fucking scene every time you do this or do that. You go here or go that. You have to watch the animations play out. When you get in your vehicle, right? I wish that there was a button or a toggle somewhere in the settings where you could just appear in your vehicle instead of going through the animation every fucking time. Cause sometimes I just want to get shit done and I'm waiting for these animations to finish before I can fucking use the vehicles. And I'm just like, dog, he could have definitely did that a little bit better. One thing that's been happening to me, and maybe it's something where I got to upgrade a stat to make it better because there is a skill tree within the game. And I find myself that changing weapons is just clunky as fuck, dog. It's clunky as fuck, bro. you got to remember, and the thing is, it's probably clunky purposely. It's probably purposely clunky, right? And the reason why I say this is everything that you have is in cases, right? And you have to put the cases on your back. But when you're in the heat of battle, and you run out of fucking bullets, you have to go through the animation of taking the gun from out of the goddamn case, and then it doesn't aim right away when you hit L2 or whatever and get ready to fire. It doesn't aim right away because it has to finish the animation before, you know, and I guess that's how life would work in real life. But at the end of the day, we still playing a video game. We still playing on a video game. Yeah, that's fine, Corey. I mean, you could disagree, brother. It doesn't change my stance, and I definitely don't want to argue about it. It's clunky as fuck, bro. That shit could be minimized. It could definitely be minimized. They do not have to have all of those confirmations on all of those screens. That's pretty much making you confirm that you're doing the shit that you just told the game that you want to do. They should just be able to pop everything in the fucking in the truck and go. But whatever. If you feel that it's fine, cool. It's fine for you. And that's fine. That's fine. But for me, I think that shit could be, it could definitely be more streamlined. Was there anything else? I felt in this game, the encounter with the beach things, it didn't seem as crazy as it was in part 1, man. It really didn't. A lot of these creatures, a lot of the boss battles, they felt easy as fuck. And I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty, but I'm playing on, like, I think it's either normal or like a step up from normal or whatever, but it's not the lowest difficulty, and it's definitely not the fucking highest difficulty. And one thing I do like about this is if you try to play this game on the easiest difficulty, you're not going to be able to get the trophies. So that is fucking beautiful. I wish more goddamn developers would do that. I wish more developers would put that sort of feature within the game. You know what I mean? I want you to play this at the difficulty I created this shit for, not some fucking journalist mode, right? That we're just putting in here so these assholes could make it through the game. Yeah. On highest difficulty? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. I did not put it on the highest difficulty. Hell no. The menus could have spiced up at least. Everything looks very much like Death Stranding 1. I mean, it is a continuation of Death Stranding 1. I mean, truthfully, it is. It's a continuation of the game. That's why I said I'm a little confused at all these quote unquote new Death Stranding fans, because for everything you hated Death Stranding 1 for, this is exactly that. Not a lot has changed as far as that goes. You're essentially still playing the same fucking game, dude. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Again, a lot of people might tell you that there was a huge change. No, the fuck it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. I mean, they do have again, I'm trying not to go into detail because, and I'm about to get the fuck up off of this topic. But I'm trying not to go into detail because the more I go into detail, the more it goes and leads into spoiler territory. And I'm not here for that. I mean, if I'm ever doing a spoiler cast, you'll know it because it'll be in the title. I'm not here to do a spoiler cast, but I am here to just let you guys know my experience with the game. And I enjoyed the hell out of this game. You know, and there was one thing, you know, there is one thing that I gotta ask y'all a question about, because my mind isn't fresh on Death Stranding 1 as far as the private room goes, but I feel like you had more mobility in the private room before than you do now. Am I off in saying that? Because again, I haven't booted up Death Stranding in years. So I'm not, but I feel like I was able to walk around the room in part 1. I feel like I was, but I might be off in my thinking because I haven't played part 1 in so long. Y'all play at highest difficulty though. Nah. The private room is exactly the same. Is it? Damn, I don't know why, but I felt like first it does look a little different, that's for sure. But I feel like I was walking around before, but maybe I'm wrong. Again, it felt crazy. It felt like I don't know. It felt like there should have been more movement, more motion and all of that shit, but you know, maybe that's just what I'm thinking it should be versus what it actually is or what it actually should be. So yeah, I take that. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong for sure. They were bigger in the first game. Maybe that's what it was too. I do like the new features of the private room, which I won't go into because those spoilers, but I do like the new features of the new rooms. And I do, you know what? We gonna move on because the more I talk about it, the crazier I'm gonna be feeling, because I'm gonna feel like I'm getting into that realm of spoiler. But moving on. Final thoughts on Death Stranding. It's a great game. If you didn't like the first one, I could not recommend the second one to you. I don't care what people tell you. If you found the first one boring, you're not gonna find the second one just fascinating at this point. I'm very close, Corey. Very close. I got a few more trophies and I will be finished with it. But unfortunately, I found a new task in this game. So once I do get the platinum, I'm gonna finish doing what I planned on doing, which is maxing out all of the roads, because something else happens when you max out the roads in this game, and it's a really cool thing. So I'm gonna go for that, because yeah, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm really close. I'll have it in the next couple of days or something like that. So yeah, platinum is mine. Moving on. I need to ask PlayStation. What in the fuck? I would love to know from the business side because if they're doing this, it's because they're seeing positive results from it, right? They have these playmakers or play tasters or whatever they call these folks, right? Like they had LeBron, they had Travis Scott, and now they have this lady named Lisa, I think it is, and I don't know who the fuck Lisa is, and I always thought it was weird because I don't know. I must be a weird person because I am not influenced by influencers, bro. Like, and I don't know if it's just, maybe but I've always been this way. I don't give a fuck if a person is playing a game or playing a game system. I expect that there's millions upon millions of people playing video games, right? And I don't care that they choose the platform that I may prefer. That doesn't make me more excited about it, right? It just doesn't. It absolutely 100% does not. But I don't know who this Lisa person is. I don't know what type of influence she has. It's clearly for a crowd that I'm not a part of. But I don't understand what the rationale is behind these people. Do they really look at us like we're like cattle? Or like we're sheep to be herded and we just go to our favorite people in the world and they just convince us to go do some shit we wouldn't do before? Influencers can only influence people who know who the influencer is. I mean, I guess. I guess. I just don't know who Lisa is, and I don't really know. I don't really know what sort of influence she's gonna have. But like I said, if PlayStation is doing this and they're constantly doing this and they have a program for this, it's because they've seen somewhere in the statistics that this stuff works. But I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work on me, and I can't really see the relevance in it, but you know, maybe it is as far as their statistics. Yes, welcome to marketing. It's a nasty piece of work on the psychology side. I mean, I don't really think it's nasty work if they're putting somebody you like in front of you and saying, hey, I have a product, see if you can get these people to go buy a product. I don't think that's nasty work. I think that's everyday shit. I think that's everyday shit, man. Like, but again, are people really because anything that I've ever bought, I wanted to buy it anyway. Like, they didn't push me over the edge to buy it. Like, I didn't look at some shit and be like, oh shit, LeBron is buying this, fuck, I want it now. I definitely gotta have it now. that just never been that has never been the case for me, man. I guess and I guess that's what it is. I could never, you know what? And I think that's another reason why growing up, I never cared for Jordans. I never cared for the most popular shoes, the most popular clothes, none of that shit. Like, it was just never on my radar. And I think, again, I just have I'm in a different mental bracket when it comes to shit like that. And I just don't really care about none of that shit. Like, again, it's how do you influence somebody to buy something that they don't want? You have to already want it, but I just don't see how these people could put you over the edge to get it. Like, this nigga's filthy rich, bitch. If anything, why don't you buy this shit for me? Nigga, you got it. Go ahead and buy this shit for me. Not, because LeBron is wearing it, I'm gonna wear it. Nah, fuck no. It worked well with millions for generations. Oh yeah, I already know. It's, that's the reason why I asked y'all, because I guess I live in such a totally different fucking world, man. It doesn't work the same for me that it works for other people, bruh. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I can never for the life of me tell you what people see in Jordans. They have always, for the most part, have been ugly ass shoes to me. And then now they've gotten to the point where they just look like some real generic ass shit. They don't even look unique like that anymore. Like, they look just like some generic ass Nikes that got Jordan slapped on it. I mean, it is what it is, but I just don't understand how that type shit work, man. I don't get it, man. But I guess what it is I've never been like a fan of a lot of things, man. And like, I don't truly know what it means to truly be a fan to that degree. I don't. Like, I like PlayStation for what PlayStation provides, right? But that doesn't mean it'll stop me from playing anything else that I want to play because I like PlayStation and what PlayStation is doing. No. If I gave a fuck about what Xbox was doing, nigga, I'd be on that Xbox shit. But nah, man. Xbox is too busy out here convincing these niggas that they're about to get a console that's really a PC. But PlayStation is a symbol too. It's literally the product of quality. Yeah, you know what though? I feel like that in itself is, for me at least, is diminishing slightly. It's diminishing. And I'll tell you why. There's something wrong with the DualSense controller, bruh. I gotta be honest when I tell y'all this. There is something wrong with the DualSense controller. And I don't think, me as a consumer, I don't think I should have so many goddamn controllers with stick drift. Like, don't get me wrong, I haven't thrown those controllers away. It's just, I haven't had the time to open them up and clean them and put them back together. And I'm gonna do that. But you mean to tell me they haven't figured out how to stop this shit when everybody knows why it's happening? Like, again, I just started noticing this shit for real. Like, I had one of my purple controllers, right? One of my purple controllers just all of a sudden out of blue, the shit was moving by itself. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up with this? Like, and it's not even like well, I do play it a lot, but I don't be putting like crazy pressure on it. I don't be like eating food and, you know, maybe dropping grease in the shit or nothing like that. I don't be doing none of that. And then one of my white controllers started doing the same thing. I'm like, hey dog, hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What's happening, fam? Like, what we really got going on here? That's why I'm blessed to have 2 goddamn DualSense Edge controllers, man. The thing is, the DualSense Edge is a lot heavier than the regular DualSense, and sometimes I just be wanting to have the lighter weight controller, bro, when I'm playing. But I see I'm gonna have to use that one a lot more because I'm starting to see that this shit is a real fucking problem. And again, like, I didn't know before, people was saying it, but I'm like, y'all niggas just talking. But now I've started seeing this shit creeping up on my controllers, and I'm like, God, nah, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Yeah. Oh man, you are good, Corey, because I got way too many controllers, bro. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 controllers right now with left stick drift. And again, like I said, I'm not gonna throw those controllers away because they're still good. I'm just gonna open them up, clean them, put them back together, and, you know, I'll just keep them as backup controllers for me or the kids. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I don't feel like I should have to do that. I don't feel like I should have to do that for a fucking controller, bro. Like, I'm telling you, the level of quality that PlayStation used to exude, it's starting to diminish, man. A lot of people don't want to say that that's true, but that is true, bruh. Like, going through the PS3 era, I didn't have any controllers really clunk out on me like that. In the PS4 era, nigga, I had a lot of controllers where the fucking rubber started fucking peeling off of the controller, but I didn't have stick drift like that. With the DualSense controller, yo, that stick drift has gotten, it's out of control. And I'm like, dog, these controllers cost too much for them to be fucking breaking like this. They cost way too much. This generation, I'm on my 5th controller. I still have my same PS3 controller. Yeah, man. And truth be told, I feel like I put a lot more hours on my PS3 than I did my PS5. And for that to be the case, and for that to be a scenario where I have a fucking at least 8 fucking controllers with stick drift, that's nonsensical, bruh. It got so bad to the point where it was happening so often that I had to look up how to fix this shit. Cause I'm like, dog, I'm not just gonna throw these controllers away when they're perfectly fine. Every other button works. Every other, every other part of the controller is fine. It's just this stick. Just this stick. Sick, there are certain joysticks you should buy. I wish Sony would use it for their controller, but I guess that would lower their controller sales. What stick? Enlighten me, sir. I haven't gotten any drift in my controllers either, so I'm good for now and hopefully forever, man. When it start happening, it's gonna start happening, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm not a slump. It's not crazy to say that I play a lot of fucking video games, bro. So I do use the controllers a lot, but again, I've never seen an epidemic where the left stick specifically just starts drifting. Like, some of them aren't even really like crazy, but you know that it's happening because the character will just start moving by itself. Nigga, matter of fact, I was playing Death Stranding 2, nigga, and I noticed that Sam would just start walking to the wall, nigga. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck happening, bro? That's when I realized my purple controller, which I just opened up probably a few weeks ago, has fucking stick drift. And I'm like, dog, this is crazy. All the purple control do it, but all sticks in the DualSense, man. It's because of games demanding you to push the stick forward and compress the run. I don't think that that's the reason, man, because it's something that gets into it and messes with the sensor that causes the shit to be drifting like that. They should have resolved this already. Like, they should have had this fixed. Like, wasn't there like a lawsuit or something at some point in time in regards to this shit? Like, they need to stop looking at this like collateral damage and just fucking fix the issue already. Console controller died out first, then my two black camouflage and my purple got a blue, and purple right got another purple because it lost that. It lasts the longest. I've been extremely lucky with stick drift the last 2 generations. Valve had the right idea when they created the Steam controller. Nah, I can't agree with you there, buddy. I get what you're saying. But if you talking about that owl controller that they had, oh no, not with that touchpad. No sir. No sirski. No fucking way. J-Tech has stick drift playing Death Stranding. He talking about Halifax controllers. He trying to have a regular controller cost $100. A Halifax controller. I gotta look that up. Because again, if it's something where I can change the internals and those internals work better for my controllers, then I'll just buy that shit in bulk and fix all of these controllers. But dog, the way these shits are dying, it doesn't even make any sense, man. But PlayStation, you need to fix that shit, bruh. You gotta fix that. Now, speaking of PlayStation and fixing shit, I don't know why Xbox bad news equals we're gonna make up shit about PlayStation, but I've seen that happening a lot. Anytime they see negative press, you start seeing Push Square, PlayStation Universe, all making shit up simultaneously. And I'm only calling them out because they claim to be PlayStation publications, not PlayStation publications as in they work for PlayStation, but PlayStation publications as their primary focus is that platform. And they're just lying. Again, I've played over 100 hours of Death Stranding at this point. Over 100 hours of this game. And I haven't had a single crash. I haven't had anything happening to it. Like, I haven't had anything happen with this game or my PlayStation. My PlayStation hasn't turned off, but they're claiming this overheating shit again. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about human beings. Mark Cerny, when they did the teardown of the PlayStation, they showed you niggas exactly how to clean your PlayStation. They showed you how to. Y'all niggas be living in these nasty houses with no air filters, all this dust and shit flying around, dust bunnies sitting inside of your PlayStation, roaches making homes inside them motherfuckers. And y'all niggas be surprised when y'all shit don't be running right, but y'all don't take care of it. Now, I'm not saying that you should go through a lot to have to fucking clean this thing, but how hard is it for you to take a can of compressed air, or if you're like me and you have the compressed air that you just plug in and, you know, that bitch turn on like a vacuum, you know what I'm saying, and blow your shit out, clean your shit. But the thing is, I don't think that this overheating shit is even real. It's always just a counter to whatever bad news is coming out about Xbox. That's it. That's it. These niggas be out here with roaches generating family fucking wealth, nigga, inside they PlayStation, nigga. They be creating civilizations inside them motherfuckers, and they be like, but it's the PlayStation that's bad. No, it's your nasty ass house, nigga. Clean your shit up. Clean your shit up, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Push Square never had nothing good about PlayStation. Never. They be making shit up. Yeah, they do. They do. Xbox Discord alumni strikes again. I still think that Sony needs to add an app on their consoles that can set up your controller's dead zones. Don't they? Hold on. I think they do have some shit where you can adjust dead zones. Hold on, am I off about that? I know I'm not off about that. They do have some shit where you can adjust dead zones, but it might be with the Edge specifically. I don't want to say that it ain't, but oh, okay, it is the Edge. Well, that sucks, nigga. Go buy Edge. Go buy you a motherfucking Edge, nigga. Go get it. Nah. You're right though. All bullshit aside, they should have it for both the Edge and as well as the regular controller. Now, here's the thing too. When it comes to the Edge, the one reason that I got 2 Edges is the simple fact that if anything ever happened to sticks, you can just take them bitches out and replace them. You can buy new replacement Edge sticks, and that is the beauty of the Edge. I haven't had a single issue with the Edge though. I haven't. What's up, frogs? How you doing? I haven't had a single issue with the Edge. I have had issues with the DualSense, the regular DualSense itself. And I was one of those people that was a non-believer, and because I heard people saying, oh yeah, you know, I got stick drift, this, that, and the third, but I don't know, man. I gotta stop doing that, man. I just be writing motherfuckers off as they just on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real thing. It is a real thing, and I have a whole bunch of controllers that proves that it is a real fucking problem. And PlayStation need to get their shit together again before motherfuckers come out with a fucking which I thought there was a lawsuit out there already, but clearly it ain't, because they ain't do shit to fix it. But you know, you know what I asked myself though? Is it even possible to fix a controller from not getting stick drift? I asked that question, but it kind of feels silly because I don't remember stick drift on my PS1, my PS2, my PS3, or my PS4. Again, I had issues on the PS4 where the rubber was coming off the stick. Like after you use it for so long, you know, the rubber start peeling off. But I don't remember having stick drift on the PS4. That shit it's wild on the DualSense though. I haven't had an issue with stick drift for years, so I don't know. Nope. That's why I switched to the Edge. Hall effect stick Hall effect stick replacement. Hall effect? I think that's the same shit that Corey was talking about. Never had an issue with my Edge, but yeah, my white PS5 has some stick drift. Yeah. I think I'm gonna just switch over to the Edge and just keep it pushing, man. Cause again, I got 2 Edges, and I try to use them motherfuckers when I'm really when I'm really in need of the extra buttons and shit that they offer. PS1 didn't have yes, it did. PS1 did have analog sticks, bruh. You never had you never had the DualShock 1? The first DualShock controller with the analog stick? It absolutely 100% did. It didn't come with it right out the gate, but it did. The Switch had my PS4 L2 was fucked up though. It made my characters walk. I've never had like a trigger or something like that break. Yeah. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. Tell me you don't remember this. But then again, I do think some of y'all be like young as hell for real. So maybe y'all don't be knowing low key. Y'all remember this? go to this site? There we go. Oh shit, I can't make it no bigger than that. That was the original DualShock controller. Right there. you know, I really don't. I don't have any expectations, man. My boy Killer X fixed his controllers and put in a better battery. Yeah, I know Killer X. My thing is, I'm probably gonna have to end up doing that modification. Let me see. Y'all call it Halifax? Halifax? Hall effect analog stick. Oh damn, they give you the whole thing. Okay. And it comes in a 2-pack for $10.99. Damn, I'm gonna have to buy a whole bunch of these shits. I wonder if I can find it in bulk. Probably reach out to the seller and see if he could sell it more. PS5. Okay. If you do have experience soldering, we advise you watching some video. Oh no, I can solder. That's no problem. That's no problem. Let me see. Better PS5 battery. The better PS5 battery pack. 2 PS5, 8,880 milliwatt high capacity PS5 controller batteries replacement. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this. Like, I'm gonna have to really look into this because I'm definitely gonna make this mod. For sure. Oh, that's okay. Efficient charging, long battery life, rechargeable, blah, 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 blah. Perfect battery without sliding around. Comes with sticker on the back of the battery to secure it in the battery slot. Multiple safety protection. Okay. DualSense controller battery replacement. Nigga, I don't need no guide to replace no damn battery. What, I look like I was born in 2000, nigga? Like, the fuck? Or shit, even the 90s. The battery pack is a perfect fit. It has two-sided tape. This is literally one of the best, if not the best battery upgrade for the DualSense. Perfect balance of price, quality, and performance. And have been using it for the past 2 months. I have 2 controllers. One had a bad battery, probably due to it being older than my other, but both batteries work perfectly for my controllers, even if they're different revisions of the DualSense. I swear I only have to charge my controllers like once every 3 to 4 days. I would highly recommend anyone to go get this kit because it comes with all the necessary tools to take any DualSense apart. All right, so let me order 2 of these. My bad, y'all. Give me just 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I'm gonna get 2 of these. Damn, I can only get 3? Fuck it, I'll get the 3 then. I'm gonna get 3 of these. And I gotta get... Oh, this one come with 3 of them? Okay, that ain't bad. For $17.99, it comes with 3... No, it comes with 6 PlayStation joysticks. Okay. This will damn near fix all my controllers. Let me get 2 of these. I'm gonna get 2 of these kits. That'll give me 12. So, you know, if anything else end up going bad, I got enough there. All right, beautiful. $89.95 and I'm set. Let's go. All right, cool, man. I appreciate y'all. See, y'all came in handy. God damn it, for once, you niggas have come in handy. What's up, Payo? All right. So, shout out to PlayStation, man. They need to get it together with those sticks though. Seriously, get it together. Like, not even playing. Fix your shit. I don't want to see this shit come back in the PS6 at all.
I've been all Blanco trying to get on my.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you, Wale. All right, so let me see. Now that I got that out of the way, that's one less thing. I'm gonna do that on Friday though. It's gonna come tomorrow, but Friday I'm gonna take all of my DualSense controllers, the ones that got stick drift and shit, and I'm gonna take them apart. I'm gonna take them all apart, and I'm gonna fix every last one of them. I'm gonna fix every last one of them. You know what? Do they sell you know what? I don't need to ask you niggas, man. I know. Hold on. DualSense see-through controller shells. I wonder if oh, they do. Do they sell them in different colors? Yes, they do. Yo, $27 though. What the fuck? What? Why is it $27? All right. I don't need to do it. I'll do this later. But I'm gonna change this joint for real, for real. I'm gonna change all this joint. Yo, that's crazy. How do random people make better custom controllers than, you know what, PlayStation? Get it together, dog. Get it together, man. I hate to see you like this. I hate to see you like this. Oh yeah, Neo 3 is a day one. It's a day one. Huh? Yeah. God damn it. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I got something that it requires my attention. I am gonna get out of here, but I'll be back for the other stuff. Damn it. What time is it? I thought she said between 12. Well, she did say 12 and 2. All right. Yeah, I got some shit that I gotta go take care of. So I will be back in about 40 minutes to an hour. I'd say maybe an hour, hour and a half. But then I'm gonna get directly to this other shit. I got so much more to go through. So I'll be back.